put it in my pocket bag. We'll have your team taking off like a rocket ship. The odds against you don't stop the bet, because it's you against the sports book. The bucket list got your back. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list. The bucket list, bucket list.
Hey, the bucket list.
The bucket list. We here, man. Shout out to the trade deadline, man. Talking about something that didn't let out.
Nipsey.
Yeah, Nipsey, you got hold us down in the background.
Damn.
What's going on, man? Well, since you done introduced the dog on the scene, man, let's introduce the other dogs on the scene. We might as well take it right to the pound. The bucket list, when it's you against the sports book, the bucket list got your back. I'm here with Jay Reese, the gambler.
Hey, yo, let's go.
Go. Jay Reese got his blinds bent behind him because he nosy. He's spying on the neighbors, even though he ain't even got neighbors on that side of his house. You know what I'm saying? That's the creepy thing. But also, the numbers.
Ha it's your boy. Let's get him.
I'm interested to see how Silly C gonna break down these trades with your bunch of narratives into some numbers, man. Like, how are we gonna get this popping? Let's get this one started. Obviously, with the biggest trade of the day, we had James Harden departing Brooklyn, going to become a 76er in the city of brotherly love. Jay Reese, what did you think when you heard the news? Ben Simmons is now playing basketball again.
Whew. That's a tough one, man. Here's the thing about Ben Simmons. He is a really good athlete, but when it comes to actually playing basketball, listen, the man can get up and down the court. He plays really good defense, and he could even take it to the 10. A dunk, a layup. But when it comes to shooting, that boy can't put a post move to memory. He cannot shoot a jumper. He cannot shoot a free throw. He cannot shoot a three. Ben Simmons is a really bad basketball player because the main thing of playing basketball is shooting the rock.
Ball in the rim.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that's really going to work out with him in Brooklyn. But hey, here's the thing: he'll never have to shoot again. All he has to do is pass to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, and hopefully those two can get the job done. So I don't know, man. We got to see how this one shakes out.
Yeah, well, who do you think won the trade initially, Jay Reese? And then I'll ask that same question to Silly C.
Oh, man, I just wish my boy Harden was a little bit more in his prime, man. It seems like he didn't have one too many hot dogs at the barbecue. His conditioning looks terrible. I would have to say Philly wins the trade, man, if James Harden can return back to Houston form. But this kind of hurts Joel Embiid's shot for MVP just a skosh. But I still think that Joel Embiid can get the MVP this year, man. I think Philly definitely won that trade. I think Philly will be in the Eastern Conference Finals with this trade.
All right, Silly C, saying we might be teaming up the future MVP with the former MVP. Silly C, who do you think won this trade, Philly or Brooklyn?
Well, if you look at it, Ben Simmons, he literally hasn't played all year, and really ain't no telling when he's gonna come back. And obviously, she ain't got to worry about her having to be in the gym with him shooting, because he don't be in the gym shooting. Drake bar. But with that being said, other Seth Curry's the big loss here on Philadelphia side. I think he actually, he steps up on the road. He's averaging 15 and a half points. He's played 24 games on the road, 34 minutes. They're going to lose a lot of minutes with him. Getting Ben Simmons where they really don't know where he's going to even be. I think Brooklyn definitely won in this trade, and yeah, look for them to explode.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Simmons definitely
Philadelphia, sorry.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is definitely the wild card in this one, man. It seems like we're both on the same side. I seem to be getting a lot of pushback on social media where I posted just the 76ers might win a chip. You know what I'm saying? That's all I said. Something as simple as that. And I'm getting a lot of pushback as if might was so definitive. But with this trade, you got to realize like Ben Simmons has shot as many shots in the NBA today as Silly C has, as Jay Reese has, as myself has. You know what I'm saying?
Combined.
Like combined, you know what I'm saying? Like he hasn't played this year, so we really don't have a stat line for him. I do know they're getting a former MVP who is playing uninspired basketball currently, but still averaging 22, 10, and 8. So I do believe he'll push those assists up, being with a big man like Joel Embiid. I believe that Joel will provide the right spacing for Harden to be effective with the pick and roll as well as the Euro step like he used to be. So I'm kind of excited to see where Harden could take this. I do think Philly is the winner of this just because, you know, if you have something that is not going to work for you and you get value out of it, you know what I'm saying? Like they might never see Ben Simmons again. He could just retire. And they got James Harden out of it. I think that's a win-win for both teams. I do think the Nets are improved as well, man. But let's push into some of these other trades. CJ McCullough moved markets from New Orleans, from Portland down to New Orleans. Jay Reeves, what do you think about that trade?
Kind of flying under the radar. I just don't really know what they got going on down in New Orleans besides Brandon Ingram, man, because Zion Williamson looks like a fucking offensive lineman.
We are
He
not gonna fat shame all episode. That's what we're not
he
gonna do is fat shame all episode.
he is huge. And I don't know how long it's going to take for him to get back into shape. With CJ McCollum, it kind of seems like he's on the back end of his career. He's on the back nine. And it's kind of seeming like a journeyman at this point. I kind of feel like he'll probably play one season or he'll finish out this season, play one more season next year, and then he may be about it there or maybe getting traded again around this time, man. CJ McCollum does not really move the needle for me. He's a great player. He's a good player. He's not a great player.
Well, I'm a great player, or at least an all-star player that's on the move from east to west is Domantas Sabonis. Silly C, what do you think about Sabonis going to the Kings?
Ooh, I think that's a good pickup. I think the Kings definitely will improve, but still, I don't think they have enough weapons really to mess with half of the teams that they have to, compete against. But I do think that's a step forward. I don't know how much Sabonis will have left in him. They need to bring in some help, but it's a good look.
Yeah, man, there was a ton of other moves today. Is there a sleeper move that you guys seen that you might not have anticipated? Maybe like Schroeder or whatnot, Montrezl Harrell. Is there anything? Schroeder went to a bad team. Montrez went to the Hornets. Is that going to improve them at all, Jay Reed?
Yes.
Man, I hate to do this, but I have to backtrack into Domantas Sabonis, man. That boy is a hawk, man. And I'm telling you right now, Domantas Sabonis, he's still pretty young. He's still pretty young. He needs to get up out of the damn Siberia for basketball in Sacramento. He needs to try to do his best to get the hell up out of there and get up on a winning team, man. But I don't know if y'all seen them boys just last night. Domantas Sabonis made his debut with De'Aaron Fox, and they already won a game right away, man. As far as Montrezl Harrell goes, maybe that could be a nice little piece to push the Hornets over the top, but still not getting them really anywhere. They have a lot of young stars down there in Charlotte, man. I think they still got another year before they make something happen.
All right, well, Silly C, I'll come back to you with a Euro player, Kristaps Porzingis. Man, he is out of Dallas, and now the unicorn has gone back east. He's going
The
to
glass
Chocolate
unicorn.
City. Hey, the unicorn, man. Silly C, what do you think about that trade? What does it mean for Dallas? They're getting Dinwiddie as well as Batons. What does it mean for Dallas as well as what does it mean for the washed unicorn?
Man, I'm just not sure because right now, I mean, you're trading somebody who's hurt a lot for someone who's hurt a lot. So I don't know. I don't know where the upside is. I guess the team that's gonna win is the one that doesn't get hurt. Um,
So you're not putting your money on any of it.
Hey man,
no,
let me
but
touch on
I
something,
do
man.
have one though. The DeMarcus Cousins signed a 10-day
Oh
contract with the Nuggets.
man,
You know,
if you
I think
don't
that's
get
interesting.
the fuck out of here,
Hey man,
I like
DeMarcus
it.
was balling, man.
he is
The
no
lack of
relative.
movement. Maybe that's my next question. The lack of movement by our personal teams. There wasn't any movement by the Nuggets really touched on it, but not really, just a 10-day contract. Your Bulls also did not make a move before the trade deadline. Are they now in trouble with being one of the stagnant East Coast teams, Jay Reese?
Well, here's the thing with the Bulls, man. Our depth is a little bit messed up here. So we are relying on guys like Ayo DeSumo, which is a hog. You know what I'm saying? Kobe White. I think Patrick Williams is down, man. Here's the thing, man. Lonzo Ball was a real key contributor to what we had going on, along with Alex Caruso. I cannot believe I'm saying it because I did not like him playing with the Lakers, but I love him playing with my Chicago Bulls, man. The thing with the Bulls is they will shoot your lights out, and they play no defense. So in order for us to win anything, we have to go out and outscore everybody. So if one team just has a little bit of firepower, then we're not winning that game, man. We've been in real close games with them high-powered teams, man, and we just can't outscore them. Not making
Well,
any
then
moves.
seeing players like Serge Ibaka and DeMarcus Cousins, Enes Kanter, a lot of these people that are known paint defenders and rim defenders move around. That's got to be frustrating for you as a
Just a little
fan.
bit. If we had got Andre Drummond, if Andre Drummond could have came our way, I would have welcomed him gladly, man, because we really have nobody in the middle of the court to,
All right,
really
man. And then I
help.
just want to get y'all a quick reflection on the NBA All-Star teams. They drafted tonight. So, man, LeBron has been killing Giannis in drafts, and then he smashed Durant last year, too. But this year, this looks crazy, too. Team LeBron starters are Giannis, Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, LeBron James, and Nikola Jokic. Team Durant is Joel Embiid, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, Andrew Wiggins, and Trae Young, who will be replacing Durant because he's injured. But what do you guys think about those starting lineups? I think LeBron got a whole bunch of MVP over there, and I think LeBron got the better starting five.
Hands
Any
down. Hands down. I
Hands
mean,
down.
there's really nothing to be said there. LeBron's team is about to crush
Yeah,
Jokic and
well,
Giannis on the same floor,
it.
and then you're
It's
gonna
ridiculous.
put Steph Curry on there
and
too,
Steph
man.
and Jokic.
That
There's
is
so many
cheating.
MVPs over there. Well, on the bench, man, they got less MVPs coming off the bench, but they do have one. James Harden, who was the last player to be picked in tonight's draft after his trade. What did his trade do for his all-star drafting value, if that even makes any sense? The reserves for LeBron teams are Butler, Doncic, Garland, Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, and Van Vliet. He does not have a big man on the bench. Jay Reeves, what do you think about those reserves?
Like we've already discussed, man, LeBron's team is about to roll Kevin Durant's team. I really don't think James Harden cares about being picked last. He could give two shits. That boy's about to go party up with Lil Baby in Philly. He good.
Yeah. Well, you got three light skins coming off the bench of Team Durant, LaMelo Ball, Devin Booker, and Zach LaVine. You also got Rudy Gobert, who was so happy that James Harden was in this draft because he wasn't the last pick. You got Chris Middleton, DeJounte Murray, and Carl Anthony Towns. What do you guys think about those All Stars? Were there any snubs? You guys all good with them? You guys like them and whatever?
I'm good with who they selected. I'm shocked that Wiggins is a starter, but I guess we'll take it.
Yeah, Wiggins has been balling. He's definitely one of the more sleeper starters. Jay Reeves, you fine with that being your NBA All Star team?
Did you say my man Anthony Edwards' name?
No,
No,
nobody cares about
Yeah,
he
Edwards.
just like
he
nobody
didn't
cares
make
about
it.
Andrew
Yeah,
Wiggins.
he's a snub.
Get out of here.
And
Whatever. Don't put it.
how come Braun got so many people and there's still an extra person? Why can't he pick up an extra person?
Because people suck. The reason why there was more than one because Durant's out. So Trae Young replaced Durant as a starter. And then they drafted 1 through 10, man. LeBron came out and grabbed Giannis. Durant came out and grabbed Embiid. LeBron came right back and grabbed Steph Curry. Durant came back and grabbed Ja Morant. So it was a real back and forth. But the last player to be drafted was James Harden, just behind Rudy Gobert, who's been the last player to drafted the last 2 times. But that's just Rudy going against the All Star draft when it's you against the sports book. The bucket list got you back. We out of here, bucket list, baby.